The Balcony is the debut album from Catfish and the Bottlemen. We are joined by McCann.
Hello, mate.
Band.
Thank you very much for having
Welcome back to San Francisco.
Mate, thank you very much for having me.
I apologize, I missed you the first time around at the Rickshaw Stop last year.
We were just supporting somebody when we were there, so this is our first headline show.
Right.
Yeah.
And have you been able to capture some of San Francisco this time around, enjoy a little of the sights?
Well, the lads do, like, our drummer's like really into that, so he'll get up and he'll walk around literally, he's proper, like, lives life living, you know what I mean? He walks around everywhere and make sure he sees everything he needs to see, but I'm always in radio stations and singing the songs.
You're working.
Yeah, I've got a graph.
Working hard.
They go be the rock stars, I got a graph. Yeah, but I like that, I like just singing. I'm very like, you know, like, we're from England, aren't we? So everything's like, we don't like seeing things. We like staying indoors and listening to our music and smoking our fags in the kitchen. And I'm dead morbid, so I just sit around playing my tunes. I like doing interviews and stuff. So.
Anything in San Francisco that you would think that, oh, I gotta at least go see that?
No, nothing. I don't. The thing is, like, I walk to the top of mountains and then everyone's like, look at that view, and I'm like, is that it? I could see that on Google. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I like the people. I like the reason I love touring so much is because I like meeting people. Whereas the lads like seeing everywhere. And they hate meeting people. No, I'm joking. We don't.
I understand your upbringing was not the most luxurious and most, comfortable. You came from kind of more humble roots. Growing up in a linen closet.
People always tell that story, but it wasn't like I didn't live in a linen closet. It was like my mum and dad used to. So my mum and dad used to run a bed and breakfast, and when they didn't have enough money, they used to give their room out, their bedroom, which was my room as well, because I used to stay in the same room as them when I was like a baby, and. They used to trick me into playing like hide and seek and stuff. You know, like, do you play that over here, hide and seek? And like you'd hide in the cupboard and I'd hide with my mum from my dad, and it was like, that was just where all the pillows and spare blankets were kept. And then they'd wait till I fall asleep playing this game, and then they just all...
Wow, really?
Yeah, so it was more like, it was beautiful, like, even though it sounds like it wasn't luxurious, it was the most luxurious at the same time, you know what I mean? It's like the way...
Sounds like a lot of fun,
yeah, the way appropriate... Yeah, man, like, I love it. I like sleeping in cars, and like, we used to just travel everywhere, and like, the fact that I was sleeping in a car was like... You know, I guess it doesn't sound as glamorous as sleeping in a bed, but I was travelling everywhere, you know what I mean? So I'd wake up somewhere different, whereas everybody else used to wake up in the same place.
It's almost what you do to, pets, right? Yeah. It's like, that's how you train them.
Or catch rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to catch the little rat,
well, you were catching rats
No,
as well.
they were catching me. No, we weren't catching rats. I was saying I'm the rat they were trying to catch.
You're the rat.
Yeah, and I don't sleep. I was very, like, I'm an only child, and I always wanted a brother or sister, or, like, you know, like, because we had a B&B, I couldn't really have mates around and stuff. I could barely even play my guitar because it'd wake the people up in the house. So I was always like wide awake and always buzzing. So they always had to like do stuff like that, like trick me, like catch me like a rat. They used to have to trick me into doing stuff.
I see.
I remember they told me, because I hated going on holiday, and they told me they were taking me like a Toys R Us, you know, the big toy shop. And I fell asleep in the car and I woke up in the airport, and they were taking me on holiday, and I was like, oh, I screamed the place down. I actually remember that. I screaming the place down.
Wow.
And my granddad was like, you can't get him on a plane like that. And my dad was like, shut up, get him on. Mary, get on. And we got on the plane, and I was happy on holiday. But I just hated going on holiday and stuff. I used to love staying with my mates.
In your little closet.
Yeah. That's what I'm like now, though. Like, it's really hard for me to go on tour because I live in a place called Chester with my best mate, who's our guitar tech. And we've got a kitchen there, and we just sit and smoke in the kitchen, listen to music all night. And it's like, you know, when you got a vibe that no one can touch, your little place, but it's just like when you come off the road after like a year, like we came back after like a year of doing it, and we were absolutely dead, and it was just the best time.
Popular kid growing up? Did you have that adoration? Did you have girls following you?
I don't know, they don't now, they don't follow me, they follow the ones with the curly hair. But did I have it? I don't know. I was loud. I was a loud kid. Like I was always like, because like I said,
obviously you got kicked out of school.
Yeah. But right, like that wasn't. I was always polite. I was always pulling chairs out and opening doors and stuff, and like, you know, goodbye miss, have a good day and all that stuff. But I was in the band when I was 14, so I was missing exams because I'd have a gig in Sheffield or something, and then I'd come back and it'd smell like booze.
Oh, so it's more for that as opposed to being
I wasn't like. I was the one who used to, because like I said, I'm an only child. I love being around people. I hate being on my own, really. I'd rather sit in a class and make the class laugh and get chucked out than sit there and learn something, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was always that kid. But I don't know. But everything is definitely like, being in a band, being like the front man of a band is definitely like where I'm
you're living my dream.
Really, yeah.
Oh yeah, you are.
That's me.
Traveling the world, Japanese girls following you.
There you go.
What have you. One final question. I understand you're a big fan of the Streets.
Yes.
I love Mike
the
Skinner.
Streets, mate. He's my hero.
Are you Tim or Terry?
Tim or Terry? Oh, definitely. Wait there. My name's Terry. Tim.
You're Tim?
Yeah, I had to work that one out a second then, yeah. Tim, totally Tim.
Totally
down to a T.
Yeah?
Yeah, totally. Me and Larry, you know what I was saying about the kitchen?
Uh-huh.
Imagine that song being in the kitchen and not a living room, which is where I imagine it. That's me and him. Yeah. Why about you, Terry or Tim?
I think I'm probably a little more Terry.
Terry?
Yeah.
As in, my name's Terry, I don't know about it. What, the one who guy's getting up on beer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't strike me as like a geezer.
Well, no, see, but I'm not the one that's in fights and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I just do what he does.
How good is that though, that tune? That's a great question though. That was good because if I wasn't a Streets fan, I wouldn't have known that, would I?
See.
You just said, well, that's really good. That was a great...
That was the Pirate Material, one of my favorite albums.
That was my favourite question I've ever been asked in an interview.
I very much appreciate it.
Nobody will know what you're talking about though.
Oh, they'll have to Google that.
They won't find it. You need to be a full-on Streets fan. That is the best question I've ever been asked. I love that question. Thank you very much for that.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time. I'm very much a fan of the music.
Thank you, man.
Continued
Are you coming tonight?
Absolutely.
If you fancy a few beers afterwards, let us know.
Let's do it.
If you fancy a Terry off afterwards.
I was about to say.
Or a Tim or something.
Yeah.
What if you fancy? I was going to have a Tim before. I won't go before this interview, but then.
The Balcony is the album.
Yeah.
Make sure you get it. Catfish The Bottlemen. Van McCann. How awesome is that name?
Thank you very much. Right, Humpty
Thanks for
Dumpty.
your time.
Thank you very much.
B-sides on air.
Yes.